He found a hidden door in his house. What was inside? It started like any ordinary day, a quiet afternoon, the kind where nothing unusual ever happens. The house had always been normal. Old, yes. Slightly worn, but nothing out of place. At least, that's what he thought. Until he noticed something strange. It was a faint sound. A hollow echo coming from behind the wall. At first, he ignored it. Maybe it was just the pipes or the wind. But the sound came again. Soft, rhythmic, almost like something was calling from inside. Curiosity took over. He walked toward the wall in the hallway, the same wall he had passed 1,000 times before. Slowly, he knocked on it. Tap, tap, tap. Most of it sounded solid. But one small section sounded different. Hollow. His heartbeat quickened. There was something behind that wall. Something hidden. He ran his fingers along the surface, and then he felt it. A tiny indentation. Almost invisible. Like a hidden switch. He pressed it. Nothing happened. For a moment, he felt foolish. But then, a soft click echoed through the hallway. The wall shifted. Dust fell from the edges as a narrow seam appeared. It wasn't just a wall. It was a door. Slowly, it creaked open, revealing darkness. Deep, silent, endless darkness. Amrito. He hesitated. Every instinct told him to walk away. But curiosity is a powerful thing, and sometimes it's stronger than fear. He grabbed his flashlight, took a deep breath, and stepped inside. The air was different. Cold, stale, untouched for years. The beam of light cut through the darkness, revealing a narrow staircase. Leading down, each step groaned under his weight. The deeper he went, the quieter the world above became, until there was nothing left but silence. Lorca. At the bottom, he found a door. Old, wooden, covered in dust. It looked like it hadn't been opened in decades. Two. Drasa period of Tis Brondil, Nikalache, and is e Daj, Dialage of Ni. He reached for the handle. His hand trembled. He didn't know why, but something about this place didn't feel right. Still, he turned the handle and pushed. Marilok fish. The door opened slowly, and what he saw made him freeze. The room was untouched, like time had stopped. There were old furniture pieces, a table, a chair, shelves filled with strange objects. But that wasn't the unsettling part. It was the photographs. Hundreds of them, pinned all over the walls. Photos of people, families, strangers. And then he saw something that made his blood run cold. Every photo was taken inside his house. So, different angles, different rooms, different times. Mara, some looked recent, very recent. His breathing became heavy. His hands shook. And then he saw it. There, one final photograph, placed right in the center. It was him, standing in the hallway, just hours ago, taken without his knowledge. But the room suddenly felt smaller, the air heavier. He wasn't alone. Someone had been watching. Asakara. For how long? He didn't know. His mind raced. He turned around, ready to run. More Adivi, take visipate, but then he heard it. A sound. Footsteps. From upstairs. Chetrat, green chet, slow, deliberate. Getting closer. His heart pounded in his chest. There was someone in the house. Someone who knew about the door. Someone who had been waiting. Cree. The flashlight flickered. The footsteps stopped. Silence. And then a whisper. Soft, right behind him. Naliel, you weren't supposed to find this. Where is it? The light went out. Darkness swallowed everything. Chulle lare, and then nothing. No one ever saw him again. The house still stands, quiet, unchanged. But sometimes, late at night, people say you can hear something. Top, a faint sound, like knocking. सत्ता पे बेटेचा रितानबा डायर गे a dire and distracting a moan coming from behind the walls, as if something back there or someone is still inside.